G'day guys, how's it going? Welcome to Man Cave Tuesday. Hope you all had a ripple week. Well, in actual fact, hope you all had a great Christmas holiday. 3 weeks I think it's been that I haven't been on. Episode 1 of 2021. What have we got going on in this video? Well, I can tell you what, it's just a catch up. So all the footage is basically what me and Nay have been doing around here. And we've got Pete with a new little segment, so keep an eye out for that. Righto, let's get into it. Okay guys, you ready? Hang on to your helmets, here we go. Rightio, so the KX80 motorcycle has been taken out of that tree. Now the reason why I've done that is that it's to protect the tree more than anything. As you can see, it was starting to do a bit of wear on it, and you can see I did a bit of paracord that was through there. It was starting to ring bark it, so eat that to go. Check that out. It's the old windmill, Heathcote pottery. Nay got that for me for Christmas, so that's where it's living. Happily bloody spins itself around when the wind's blowing. Hey, check that out. The new Biker Bits banner. So I had the old logo banner was there. Now I've got that one. You might actually have a better look. Boom, just got that done through Vistaprint. Obviously the house has all been painted. Matt got that done by the end of the year, which was the deal. So all done. Nothing much has happened in the garage. Most of it's been the man cave and the house and Jeeps and trailers and all that kind of stuff. I do have some Christmas presents and belated birthday presents due to COVID. This is actually something that I bought. It was $9. It's a helmet holder thing. I just thought, throw it into Man Cave Tuesday. So this stuff I'll be going through. This was a snap-on. It's a bloody snap-on. That's a vacuum brake bleeder. It looks the bloody business. So we'll be testing that out on Harry the Boulevard because he's due for a brake bloody change, brake fluid. Also got a welding helmet. That's the one that auto turns on and off. Jade kept watching me bloody use me old one. I did have, but it didn't work anyway. So we're going through that, and she says I have to make some special, do what I do, if you know what I mean. Right. Now you know that Dremel, but I got the, if we spin around to there, got that Ryobi thing there, which is like a Dremel, but the things would keep busting off. So I've got the little, what we call the Batman thing. Nay's got one of these. It's, what do they call it? Ease lock cutting kit. But it's got this, we'll be doing a review on that. And for Matt's bike, we've picked up some, Ballard's spring compressors. So really simple type of spring compressor for motorcycle springs. Obviously, when we get stuck into Matt's bike, we'll be doing a bit of a review on that. Oh, pretty cheap. I think that's about it. Oh no, hang on, shit. Boom, around here. Check that bloody thing out. So that's a grinding wheel with the finishing wheel on there. Has a light and bloody all bits and pieces. I'd been eyeing this off. And Jade got it for me for my birthday, and she was telling me, make sure he doesn't bloody buy it. So what I did was, that's to replace the one that Nay gave me, because she got the Ryobi one, the big flat one, and I had it sitting on there. It's not there now because John came around. John's a crew member, and I said, John, do you bloody want it for your shed? Because he's got a bit of a workshop bloody set up. And he said, no bloody worries, I'll take it, Mark. So that's gone. But what I've got to do is, in that spare spot over here, I want to create another one of these. It'll be just out of wood, so not a welding table. This chop bloody saw, miter saw, will be going on there with that, with the, oh my God, Mark. With that thing there, will all go on that table, will be on the caster so I can move it around. And on this one over here, whoop, where are you? On this one here, on the back side, I'm going to put another one of these, but it'll have polishing wheels on it. Because, yeah, that'll come in really handy for some of the shit that I bloody do. Righto, so the fruit forest is going gangbusters. Now I had that Red Delicious here, which is going really good. I had the little bite size, I don't know what, and it died. Anyway, we're at Bunnings and Nay found a Granny Smith, and she loves Granny Smith apples. So we've got that, and then when we red up, these two will pollinate each other. So hopefully we'll get bloody apples next year. Oh, and they bought a bridal veil, bloody girly plant. Rightio, so next on my list is the man cave. I actually had to write a list of all the bloody, trying to figure out all the shit that we've been doing. So I said about redoing the man cave. I have done it way less than what I thought I was. Tommy, the postie bike, Mad Max postie bike, is staying up there. Clearly the brick wall, which everybody was saying, no, you've got to keep that. We have changed the Maximus sign for the Bike a Bit sign, so just part of that, you know, getting that brand out, I suppose. The Maximus sign is over there on the end. I've put in a new shelf there. All the cobwebs and spiders and just crap have all been clean. This is totally bloody clean, and I've also done a surface spray to hold the bloody spiders off for a while. Yeah, all that kind of stuff all over there is still the bloody same. And now we've got, so I got this thing used to be over there, and I had the little monitor. That monitor is now in my office, so I've got dual monitors. And I've got the big TV sitting up there, and I tell you what, it's working perfect because that's there. Me and they sit there every morning. We've been, because the Dakar's running at the moment. Tomorrow's the last stage. I think tomorrow, yeah, I think that's the last stage. So yeah, we've been watching that. So that's running this thing, the Google Chrome, and if I go, oh shit, upside down, Mark. I go back, go up. So yeah, that's the Google Chrome, or Google TV, sorry, I should be saying, the new one. So you get the Google Cast Chrome. Hang on. I don't know. I'm trying to. Google Cast, is it? You used to get the little Google dongle and you use your phone to cast from your phone to your TV. Well, now you can get the Google Cast with this remote, and they call it Google TV, which then has what you can see there. And it's really good because, like, you know, you got YouTube, Stan, and Netflix and all that, and you can actually search, and it'll search all the ones that you have subscriptions to. So that's working out. So anyway, there you go. That's the man cave. Hopefully everybody's happy that it's still pretty much the same, and it's great that it's all cleaned up. Rightio guys, now you remember we've got this big bloody plum tree out here, and it has a really great canopy on it. And I was saying how the fruit this year was just massive amounts of fruit. Well, check out what happened. It's a bit windy today. The wind's picked up, but I've lost a third of the canopy. So all out here, which came right over, you can see up here, it broke there, broke another 3 spots. All bloody come. Here's some footage of it bloody broken. So yeah, I had to cut all that down and chop it all up. There was another bloody trail load to the tip. Crazy. Rightio, so now I'll show you the Jeep. What I'm going to actually do, guys, before I show you the Jeep, I'll run some footage of us me and Nay doing some stuff to the Jeep. Here you go. I'll see you when you come back. Rightio, guys, a little bit of late night work on the Jeep. Nay's removing the tint off the windows. So she starts off with a little razor blade, gets it going, and then she actually uses that heat gun. She actually pulls it off.
Well, this one's been difficult.
Oh, is it? Of course, I've got the camera out, that's why.
Of course.
But she's got both these sides off. All this, I've just got to get all that. There's all bloody sticky stuff that's got to come off it. But yeah. So, I don't know if you can see, all the rack's been bloody taken off. I've just been washing all the inside of it. We started peeling this stuff off, but it looks like there was 3 layers. Now there's this one last layer, but this was just peeling off. So we're going to try the heat gun on that. Hopefully we don't mess up that bloody the mister thing. Not that I really need it that big a deal, but it'd be nice to keep it on there. The other thing is that all the stickers have been taken off, and not the best time to be filming, Mark. This sticker is the last one to come off, so I've got all the ones off the side. They came off really easy, but this one here is totally, utterly baked on. So you can see that's the map of Australia, obviously. So we've got rid of Tasmania. There's a little bit there we're going to do in there, but yeah, because it's so cracked, it just comes off. I tried putting paint thinners and putting what do you call it, toweling down to soak it on there for 30 minutes, which is something that people said on YouTube, but this is just, and the heat gun. And so what I've done is I've ordered a Whizzy Wheel. The Whizzy Wheel.
The Whizzy Wheel.
Which I think is an Australian. You reckon it's an Australian one, don't you?
Yeah, I reckon he's in Sydney. And
yeah, he wasn't just a distributor. No. Anyway, a Whizzy Wheel. So if some people might know a caramel wheel or a 3M eraser wheel. You put it in your drill and it's a rubber type thing, and it basically takes the sticker off. So it's going to be a big test to see how it works on this type of sticker, because all the stuff that I've seen, it's been on decent stickers. The other thing I'm going to try and do is get rid of that pin striping as well. That should, I've seen them, because I looked to see how to get that off, and they showed using the 3M eraser wheel, which is pretty much the same as the Whizzy Wheel. So I want to remove that as well. I think with these back windows, I'm going to spray paint the inside of these and black them out totally. So we're getting the old film off, the bloody tint stuff, and I'll actually take it to Tinnacar and get them to re-tint it properly, because it is getting to the point where it's bloody difficult. You get a bit of dust and whatever and you just can't see out the bastards. But these 2 back windows, I reckon I'm going to spray paint them black on the inside. I can always scrape it off. It's only onto glass, so people don't freak out. But what I want to do is put in some boards, mount some boards in there, and then I'll be able to hang things up in there. I'm also looking to put a cage across the back, a barrier, given the fact that I'm going to be putting bloody stuff up in there, just from a safety point. So fair bit happening on the Jeep. I've got a scrubble. I've taken off the rubbers because they were just starting to peel up on the ends. So I've got to scrape all them up clean. I had rust that I did a quick bodge job fix up over there. I've got the crow's feet. This has really got bad crow's feet in it, and on this part it was all chipping up, so I'm just scuffing that back. I'll just do a patch up fix job on that. And then over here, I don't know if you can see that, this has been rust. There's rust bubbles in there, so I've got to get the Dremel and I'll really give that a clean up and have to bog that up. But I've got to get rid of all the rust in there to fix that up. I've been just painting over it just to keep it from rusting too much. And up here is where you can see that there. I just did some spray paint over it rough just to keep it at bay for the moment. Now I want to do a proper job on it. Cool. So lots happening. I want to get this bloody Jeep set and done. And the main thing was that because we've changed the logo, the old biker bits, which was on here. So I started removing that, and that's what kicked me off to get all this shit done. Oh, here she goes. She's going. There we go. Look at that. Oh, and it does leave some of this. Yeah, so it's like a couple of layers, isn't it?
Yeah, this one. you can actually see there's two layers.
Oh, right, yeah.
So this one's being rather difficult.
Difficult, yeah, because it's the driver's side, obviously.
Of course.
Yeah. Right, so why not keep filming in the dark, Mark? So yeah, you can't, for Christ's sake. Actually, I'll get me new torch. That's my new torch. It all bends around and does stuff. Bloody Matt and Haley got that for me. Just a rechargeable thing. Pretty cool, and it's got 2 settings. So that's got, hang on, where are we? That's that one, then there's a brighter one, and then there's the little end one. Right, so we want brightness out here. Oop. Yeah, so that's the, what do you call it, the roof rack. Gonna obviously give that a polish, get all that back up. I used to have the trailer tyre on there as well as the spare tyre. The trailer tyre is not going back on there. So a few little bits and pieces I'm going to change on that. The Max Tracks, I'm going to strap them and not bolt them the way that I had it, because it's just a pain in the arse. What's the spare tyre? That's the trailer tyre, so that's not going to go back on there. And I'm going to go from having these bloody metal ones to plastic bloody fuel ones.
What have you done?
Righto guys, if you've got a sticker, a baked on sticker, this is definitely baked on, it's all cracked. We got all the stickers off the side and they came off relatively easy. Bit painstaking, but they came off in one hit. But this one, we tried bloody soaking it in shit and bloody whatever. But good old Whizzy Wheel, sometime known as, well, this is the Whizzy Wheel, a caramel wheel or a 3M eraser wheel. So it's just like a rubber eraser, like for pencils. It doesn't wreck your paint. Watch this. Hey, man, tell you what, that it certainly makes like when we were trying to peel this off, and you'd peel a little bit, because it's cracked, it would rip. We were here one night trying to, it's like crazy. There you go. And Whizzy Wheel is an Australian invention. Or
Yeah.
Guys in Sydney, sells it on Amazon and stuff. But yeah, bloody ripper. And that's a baked on. You can't get any worse sticker than this.
No.
And it's bloody ripping it off. But I didn't think about it running out like an eraser, so we should have bought a couple.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I'm also, if you look down here, the pinstripe, you search YouTube and they're all over it. So that's a pinstripe. This will get that off as well. And then obviously just get that residue. But yeah, how's that? So I can still buff that out. You can still see it there. Right.
Yeah, you've only quickly done a rough job.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Bloody good shit. Rightio, so there you go guys, that is it. So we got the black wheels. I'm still getting some of this sticker stuff. Oh, it's bloody starting to rain. I'm still getting some of this, still bits and pieces I've got to get off. And I've still got to get the pinstriping off. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. The tint's come up really good. So that's legal tint. I think it cost me $460. I got all the tint off, obviously. I think it's 20% or 35% let slide in. And then I could have got the back done darker, but I didn't want a difference. I wanted it the same, so I've just done it the same. Oh, now the tint. So the tint you saw us using the heat gun ended up working out using, and I'll show you some, I've only got a bit of footage. So what's on those windows there is a garbage bag, and you spray cloudy ammonia all over the window, put the bags over it, sit it in the sun for, I don't know, an hour, and then you pull the garbage bag off, and then the film comes off. And there's like 3 layers. There's a clear, a tint, and then the glue. And the glue comes off like, it looks like the tint, but that's the glue stuff. Do it like that, bloody worked brilliantly. The roof rack, the big high jack that used to go up there has been removed. I've got a new shovel in the back, which is going to go up. I'm waiting for some mounting things to turn up. I got rid of the old Max Tracks. These are shorter ones, they're a bit lighter. I never used those cheap Max Tracks things, so I thought, bugger it, this is less weight, it means I can run them this way instead of the long ways. Just trying to lighten shit up, less stuff. Really, these gotcha straps, bloody just easy on and off. The jerry cans, hang on, I'll show you the jerry cans. I've got the jerry cans in here. So I just got sick to death of the metal ones, and the spout that I had, the spout ended up bloody leaking in the metal spout thing that you use, and it would take forever for you to fill into the Jeep. So these ones have got the all-important this thing here. So you undo that, you pour, and the petrol goes in so much faster. That's the water one. So I just got new ones, and I've got an ARB. This sits, actually, how does it sit? It sits, I think it sits in it like that. And I've got an ARB carrier, which is up on the thing. And then it had this big metal thing that would go over the jerry cans, and quite heavy. So now with these, I just use the bloody gotcha straps. So they're in the metal frame that holds them in there firmly. Those on there, hey presto, bloody ripper. Love the gotcha straps. Right, so I got the roof all re-sprayed. Apparently, if you can hear that noise, a tree's obviously come down. I can see the SES guys, State Emergency Services. There they are, look at them. They're, yeah, trees falling down and they're getting rid of it all. Yeah, so that's all been resprayed. It's not a fantastic job. Obviously, there's all this bloody, all the stuff, all that bloody crap is all over the car at the minute, so it doesn't look its best. But yeah, so that roof is now all properly, all the rust is gone. It's all sealed. There is that big hole that you would have seen in that footage. Yeah, it's not a bloody painter's job, but it's now sealed, it's protected. That should not rust anymore. And that side bit where the crow's feet, look, you know, hey, that's, you know, well, where are you? There you are. You can see it's not a fantastic job. Looks like there's a bit of tape on there, but that's now stopped it. It will stop bloody, yeah, doing whatever. I've replaced the auxiliary fan on the radiator. Had to put I put a new one in there. The other one got pretty beat up. I don't know if you remember what me and Nate doing some forward driving. There was a strange noise, and anyway, so replaced that. Inside, obviously, all got cleaned up. Just put some new bloody car seat covers. These are actually, the top part of this is, what do you call that stuff? Neoprene. And there's some gel insert or whatever, but the neoprene feels really good and it feels like it's gonna hold up. So really happy with those. They're only pretty cheap. So that's done. And then in the back, open this up, I've removed something out of there, the toolbox, but I've also, hang on, we'll go around the other way. Open this up. Oh, I don't know whether I told you, these Jeeps are prone to have this bloody, I've had problems with it, and it's very, very common. All the guys in America bloody carry on about it. You've got to take this off and whatever, but you see this little pull thing? This is my backup, so that if I can't open the back of this, because if you can't open the back, you're on a trip and you're going on corrugation and this little latch thing buggers up, what happens is the inside there it stretches, or the little thing moves, and then you can't get enough pressure to open. But when you've got drawers down here, you're buggered. If you can't get this thing open, you can't get that out. So that's my little backup. If that does happen again, I can just pull that and it opens. So yeah, little tricky thing. Now I've got my tool box that used to live in the back, right on the bottom. And when we're on a ramble, there's heaps of shit. Someone says, "Oh, Mike, you got a 10mm bloody spanner?" And I go, "Oh yeah, I got one. All right, I got to go in here, pull out all the shit, grab it." So now it's sitting right there. No worries, I've got a 10mm spanner for you. So just a bit of a jig up in there. I'm not doing, I don't know if I put that in the video footage, I was talking about putting some stuff and hanging. I'm not doing that, I'm leaving that open. So we've got the barrier. Now this is only a dog barrier, so it's not like, you know, Dakar racing cage. So basically what you'd normally do is, yeah, they just kind of like, you do your, what do you call it? You just stretch it apart and it kind of like holds itself there. But this will not move because I have it hard mounted onto these boxes. And then as an extra bonus, I've got a little bit of, what do you call it, zip tie there just to hold the side bits. If I ever need to get into the back for whatever reason, these are adjustable. And that can slide. Obviously I'll have to, you know, nick that and then that can move in to be able to get in through there. So yeah, there you go. As always, of course, it's starting to bloody rain. Oh, that was the other thing I did. I fixed up that side of the bed, or the roof liner. I'd glued that up because it'd come down. Nay's side had done it as well, so that's been fixed up just using the Wellbond glue. And the whole Jeep, the, what do you call it, the roof rack thing, everything's been cut and polished. So more so for, I mean, it makes it look better, but more so for protection. Now, the trailer, hardy hell, the trailer. There's a whole story with this trailer, but starting to work on this, that there, and then obviously the, what do you call it, the ramp. The ramp sits on top of that, which then sat there. Worked really great, but I'm changing it all up. There's going to be plates down here. There's, let's not get into the trailer because I want to go to Matt's. Matt got the bargain of the century. I swear to God, crazy. And what he got is something that I can put on there, but then it created some issues, but we'll get into that later. Rightio, so in the stock room slash bloody office, so that's where that monitor, so now I've got a second monitor. I had a 6 terabyte hard drive that is now full, and I've had to buy a 10 terabyte hard drive. Bloody crazy. That's the joys of video footage and doing lots of videos, lots of storage. So yeah, there you go. Right, so in through here, obviously you guys seen us do that. We've changed the clocks a little bit. I don't know if you remember, but those, see all those little crisscrossies, so like the cottage type thing, they were just all the straight glass. We actually mentioned about putting that wood stuff on them, and Nay has done that. And it has come up, it looks bloody brilliant. Just makes all the difference, yeah, having those like that. So yeah, really happy with that. Nay's actually now, this window here, we're going to do the same thing. So there's going to be a big cross through there, and those windows will be frosted. I think we've got the stuff here. There's the spray paint there, Duramax Frost. So you can either spray it on, or you can actually buy the contact paper that does the frosting. But when we did the toilet and in here, that's done with the frosting. I don't know if you can see in there. and that light on, boom, oh, there you go, frosted. Cool. Now the other thing is, you can see these where we ripped out the sliding. We've now done all the craftsman's bloody bullshit on there, and come on, focus. Yeah, so on that side as well. So slowly getting there. These arches came up really well. And I tell you what, they're not straight either. I don't know if you can most probably see it on that one there, if I zoom in. Yeah, so those little bits there from Bunnings, they were actually like shelves, really cheap. And oh, there you go. So they're square, but yeah, I had to do some bloody magic work there because that wasn't a square. Right, so in here, in the lounge room, there was a big brick bloody wall thing. I'm gonna run this footage for you. Hope you enjoy it. Rightio guys, let's see what Nay's up to in the wood shop. Gee, it's a bit smoky in here, baby. So, what the devil? We have an issue here, guys, and Nay's just going hell for leather on it.
I'm the issue.
Yeah. She wants... Nay got up in the roof. We've looked in behind here and we've pulled in behind here. I open that. Look. There is a old fireplace, which is what we always thought there would be, but we just never knew. But so there's this big, bloody, try and get this. So that's our front door. So just this big thing here. Oh, it's just a whole lot of space, isn't it?
It's huge.
And all it's doing is that little gas fireplace that doesn't need it all.
It doesn't need all that.
So,
at all.
Nay got up in the roof, had a look down, and there's some crazy, you were saying it's crazy.
Oh, some sort of crazy paving, yeah. I don't know, like...
Yeah, like it's all stepped around.
Like they've stacked pavers, but started to, it's weird.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll get to see it.
Yeah, well that's it. So, this is the start of Nay trying to get this cornice down without breaking it, and you've done a pretty good job. Because this was obviously done by...
Can I just say, the plasterer that did it, amazing work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
it.
He's done an extremely good job.
Yeah, that's it. Alright, cool. So there you go. Pull it down, baby. Oh, hang on.
I don't know if I can.
Alright, let me get up.
I think it's still got a little bit of attachment over this end. Alright, we're just going to go with it then.
Yeah, that's what I said, just...
Yeah, but...
Don't be precious, just do it.
I'm not precious, I just like to do as little amount of damage to other things as possible.
It's going to come to you, bub. I've run out of room. Nice. So
and that's why I did it and not you.
Yeah. So this brick only goes to there. And I think the brick at the base goes all the way to the ground, doesn't it?
Well, we don't know. I've got to get under and check that.
I don't believe that this is just sitting on the floor, because that's a lot of weight just sitting on wooden floor. But hey, you never know.
You never know.
That's it. And when we were under the ground, we knew that there was brickwork underneath there. So hopefully you'll get to see what's in behind that big monstrosity.
Who doesn't love a mystery?
Yeah, I'm picturing that there's a little fireplace that starts there and it spins around, because the top part is actually that way against the wall, or closer to the wall. It goes straight that way, so it's coming down, and then they've turned it down around, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
which is that crazy paving you're talking about, which is actually bricks.
Yeah, which I wonder, I don't know if they're going to be able to get it from the photos.
So that's Nay looking down the top from in the roof. So yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit, there you go, there's the...
Yeah, it's all, that's it.
It's weird.
It is weird. Cool. Alright, we'll see you further down the line.
Possibly.
Rightio guys, status update. Can I get up there without your bloody... Look at the state of the house. Oh my god. How am I supposed to sit on my couch and have a nap? Look out. Clumsy's in the house. Oh shit, okay, alright. Other side, oh yeah, cool. Shut up, Mark. Let her do her thing. There you go. That's the. Oh.
There you go. Now you've got a bit more seeing power.
So there's the original
something.
the chimney, obviously. Oh, focus. And then if I can get you down in there, we might be over, or not. Maybe it's just a dark. We'll find out. And yes, I have helped a little bit, all right? Rightio, guys. This is what we've got so far. Bloody crazy. There's some craziness going on in there. Look at that. It's really going to be interesting. That side could be quite interesting, but then look, that's a dodgy stabilisation shit going on there. So this actually, it's going up and then leaning that way, and then here it's all kind of like down there, it's starting to spin. Yeah, it's just wacky weird. Well, welcome to our house, ain't I?
That's it. That's exactly it. Don't be showing me on camera.
She's hot, sweaty, it's bloody humid, her hair's all curling. Righto. Hey, check this out. You gotta get out of the way, boy.
Hang on. Move this one.
We found a whole heap of rat poop, actual rat poop.
Oh, that hurts.
Which there was a bit of what do you call it, insulation, old insulation that had come down in here, and I reckon it was obviously making a nest in it. It was just a heap of all rat poo in here. It was obviously very old because we haven't had rats in here for, wow. We've never had rats. Oh, sorry.
Can you not?
Yeah. Sorry, they can look at me. I don't care. Crazy.
Yeah, you don't look feral.
Yeah, and I'm a bloke, so I don't know. Yeah, we've only ever had mice, and we haven't had mice for bloody years either.
No, not since we first moved in. We got
Yeah, the last one we bloody saw was the bush mouse.
Yeah,
which is not really a mouse.
No.
All right, cool. So there you go. That's what we got. It's looking a bit wonky. Oh, well, we're getting down to the. You can see the burnt bit there. So we're getting down close. Be really cool to see how this ends up looking. And we've noticed it's very, very odd. Like, I don't know whether this house was built with this or whatever, but if you look, like that brickwork is actually within the wall there. So I don't know whether they've done this after the fact and they've pulled the what do you call it, the plasterboard off to have that go in that far, or I don't know. And the way that they've done this kind of like wonky, they must have started somewhere down here, and then I went, oh shit, hang on, we've got to start moving it over to get up between the two joins up there. But then that doesn't explain why it leans that way. Did they cut? Oh, I don't know. It's a bloody mystery. And Nay's loving it. Boom, there we go, guys. That's what we've got so far. We have made quite the bloody mess. That's the old fireplace. So that's the gas pipe that runs into the back of the heater, obviously. We're being very careful with that, obviously. But yeah, just crazy. Crazy, crazy. We've got doorbell wire. You know, bloody electrical wires running through there, which obviously goes to the light out the front and most probably the power point that is down there. I'd say because that power point was there, they've built this here and then they've done this funny shonky bit like that because of that power point. Because on this side they've done it differently because they had the room. Yeah. Crazy. Okay.
Hello.
What have you done?
I haven't done anything. I feel like you did it while I was sleeping. Look what you did.
Wow, guys. Bloody hell. Look at that. That's the Mad Hatter's bloody fireplace. If he had a fireplace, that's what he'd have. So we are removing that wall. There is going. We just got the plaster, the last of the plaster off.
Cornice, yeah.
Cornice, yeah, that's it. Yeah, up there. So now we'll just start knocking all this down, and then we'll play it by ear after that. This is, we've got a new wall for our veranda.
It's alright, we'll cover it in some timber, it'll look beautiful.
Yeah, that's it, exactly. Put a couple of pot plants on top of it.
Exactly right.
What do you reckon, Pokes? Pretty good? Rubble dog. Righto. Rightio guys, so we have taken one of those trailers already to ASQ. We've got all this. Are you all ready? What do you reckon, Perks? We have a hole, like we've said before, a Mad Hatter's bloody chimney stack. Look at it. Crazy. But
it's solid.
Oh yeah, it's solid, yeah. And it's just opened it up, and like the amount of light in here now.
It's insane. Absolutely insane.
So we've just got a few more bricks down here to get down to level. I'll give you a look at all that. There's the shonky bit. So our ideas, we've got lots.
We've got lots of possibilities.
Yeah. I think the worst case scenario is that, because Nay wanted to do the whole shiplap thing and have a big mantle here, we can run a wall all the way up there, same as on that side, all the way up. We'll be able to find it so that it just does it square. And then around here, we really like the idea of having like that area at the door, like we could put a, I don't know, coat stand or something like that. So we can run a wall, it'll have to come out a little bit to then meet up through there, and then there'll be a flat here and then meet, yeah. So
yeah, we've gained heaps of space. I know it won't, when you're saying we'll build walls that were there.
yeah,
it's
but
not, it's a whole lot different.
Yeah, well, yeah, because the walls aren't going to come all the way out here.
No, they'll be back here for a start.
Yeah, but we haven't.
The heater will be set back again.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna go
even
a brick width back.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Just thought I'd keep you in the loop. Shake it, baby, shake it.
Hey.
Righto, so what we're now doing is scratching up, trying to make all the mortar. So Nay's scratching over all the faces just with a bit of bloody flat bar. Then we're using a oval file. Oops. And just basically doing that, getting in there and just making those, like what normally would have done when you've done this fresh, you know, you'd do that and make it all nice, but obviously when they did that, they weren't planning to have this exposed, is my only thought. So anyway, we're going to do that. We still don't know exactly how we're going to do it. We've got lots of different ideas, but we want to just do it step by step, get it as good as possible, and then look at it and go, right, we do need to cover this in some aspect, or partly, or we've talked about doing the putting render on it, but and having part of the render look like it's, you know, being chipped out, if you know that effect. Maybe white render, painting like a wash on that to make that white, and then a light white wash over that. Is that right, Nay?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that.
So yeah, I mean, the more and more that we do to it, gee, that's all blurry. It's coming up better and better, but at the end of the day, it's still crooked and twisted and wonky, and Yeah.
Character film.
Yeah, I've got high hopes of us, not covering much of it up. I've got to fix this up, which I can do that. And then once we get the backing and all that, I think it's going to look, just every bit's going to get it better and better.
Well, it couldn't get worse.
No, well that's, no. Righto guys. Rightio guys, so I'm at Matt's place. This is to do with the trailer and that bloody bargain of the century that I was talking about. So he's picked up these two Duvalakis. So that's the brand of them. Repco had them. Oh, which way? That way. The gas struts. Shitloads of room. There's a shelf that you can put up wherever you bloody want it. And so you've been trying to find a set, but they've been really expensive, even the second-hand ones on Gumtree and all that.
Stupidly priced, so I was hunting, and then Boxing Day, I was having a look at the online sales and I seen that this one was on clearance for $240 for the pair. So I got two of them for $240. We found out that was a mistake, the pricing, but they still sold them to me anyway. So they got freighted down here. I picked them up the other day and I found out that I got them for $600 below cost price.
Yeah, so the $240 was the savings?
I think it was meant to be, because it was $120 each for the toolboxes. So I think that was meant to be the discount off the price, and somebody's mucked it up. And so I ended up getting them ridiculously cheap.
Yeah. And the guy said that someone was going to be in big trouble.
Yeah, someone got in big trouble for that.
So I wonder, across Australia,
I imagine quite a few people must have got onto it.
Yeah.
Surely I wasn't the only one.
No. Yeah. So this is we're currently looking. Oh, and that was the other thing. So this on the front of the trailer, because I brought the trailer over and tried one of them, and it bloody fitted perfect, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be really good on the front of the trailer.
Yeah. Right, so we've got plenty of room.
Yeah, so having them up on top of the tub definitely gives me plenty of space underneath.
Yeah, well that's
true.
true.
Gives me plenty of space between them. But because they're not full side opening toolboxes, I'm not very tall, so I've got to kind of. Yeah, it's a long way in.
So the next step is we'll drop it down and sit them on those wheel arches.
Yeah, have them.
See how much room you end up there, and because you can always go a little bit higher too.
I could, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Cool. Righto, guys. I just wanted to share that with you. Bargain of the bloody century. What? Yeah. That's it.
Happy.
Righto. See you back at the man cave. Oh, sorry guys, Nay's bloody doing crazy stuff in the house, and she's bringing stuff into me clean man cave. Let's go and check out what Pete's up to.
G'day guys, how you going? Hope you're doing all right. Now, one of my hobbies is building plastic models. I'm sitting here in front of my modelling desk behind me, and one of my friends, Jason, g'day Jason, truck driver, he's gave me a model of a truck to build. So I've never done one of those before. I usually do World War II aircraft, the odd motorcycle, car, but I've never done a truck. So we're going to do a video series on that truck, but I'll first show you my modelling bench and a few of the models that I have built, just to give you an idea what I do. Sounds good. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so here's my modelling bench. Here's a few of the models that I have done. There's a German Heinkel 111. Got over here a Defiant, and then there's the P51D Mustang and a staff car, which is one of the current ones I've just built, and there's the box that it come in. So yeah, that gives you an idea of what I do. I do enter these in competitions, occasionally win the odd trophy, but mainly it's just a bit of fun. And here's my modelling desk. There's my short lookers. There's different glues, paints, sanding sticks, clamps, paint brushes, all sorts of stuff here on the workbench. Just over here I'll show you, and then there's all my paints in there. There's 3 trays of those, so I've got plenty of paints. So yeah, that's my workbench. So now we'll clean this bench off and I'll show you the truck that we're going to do. Okay guys, so here's the box here. It's fairly big. So this is the truck I'm going to build. It's a Freightliner FLC, 124 scale. And down on the side here, again you can see it says 32.5 centimeters. That's the size of it. And there's all the different sprues that's involved in this this build. At the end of there, they're the decals. So on the box it's got a white truck. Not sure whether I'll do it white yet, we'll see. But anyway, I'll open the box and let's have a look at it. Okay, so what's in the box? Well, I've already made a bit of a start on this truck, and as I started, that's what gave me the idea of actually videoing this build. So I've virtually done most of step 1, but we'll get into that in a minute. So I'll just take that out. So in the box, and this is typical of most model kits, there's some instructions there. There'll be a blurb on there about the truck. What can I say about it? Look, just down the bottom there, it says this is a model. The model is a conventional FLC tractor with a 175 horsepower Cummins diesel engine and a 13-speed Fuller Road Ranger transmission. Used for American long-distance hauling, this Freightliner is equipped with a separate sleeper cabin. The Freightliner conventional truck has, for many obvious reasons, deserved and received the nickname the efficient machine. So they usually give you a blurb about a little bit about the model, and then you're looking at that. There's all the bits, all the sprues that we saw on the side of the box art there, and then it gives you a little bit of a colour diagram there, A, B, C. Through to I, the different colours that you'll need to paint things. And there's step 1, which I've done most of. We'll get back to that. Step 2, and then it goes on. So now looking into the box, all the stuff here. You know, these this packet here looks like it's got most of the white bits for the main truck cabin. There's some clear bits there for the windows, headlights, that sort of stuff. Another sprue here, it's all the chrome bits, whether you can see that or not. This sprue here is for the interior. You can see the bed, the inside of the doors and the seats, console, that sort of stuff. The sprue here looks like it's, yeah, for the wheels obviously, rubber wheels. And then these last 2 sprues here basically for the chassis, which I've already started on. Okay, just to give you an idea of the size of the chassis here, you can see this is like a foot rule, or 30 centimeters, just over 12 inches long. So yeah, like I said, this is pretty much the first steps complete. There's only a couple of bits that I need to cut and glue together. So all the main trusses here and these parts through here are all being glued in. It's only these 2 pieces here and these 2 here, and they're all, I think they're just like hydraulic tanks or fuel tanks or something like that. I'm not really sure, that I have to cut and glue together. So I'll show you that process in the next video. So the part numbers are on each part, so you know which part to cut off, and again I'll explain that in the next video. And this E here and E there is referring to the colour that you need to paint them, and E on the instructions is flat black. The rest of this I'll be painting gloss black. But that's pretty much all of step 1 nearly complete. I've already glued on one of the parts in step 2, and that's one of the leaf springs on the left hand side of the chassis there. But anyway, I'll just finish this video off there. Okay, well that's the finish of the first video of the truck build. Hope you enjoy this series. I've got until August to finish it for Jason's birthday. So anyway, back to the man cave.
Right. Bloody ripper, Pete. That was awesome. I really enjoyed watching that. I showed Nay. She loved bloody watching that as well. So hopefully that'll be a good little segment in some of the Man Cave Tuesdays. Let's go and see what Nay's up to. Rightio. I wanted to show them all this shit. Look at, you guys most probably won't realize, but that's the back windows, which are normally all covered up with curtains and these shelvings. Oops, it get a bit bloody dark in there. It all started because of these windows here. Remember, this is a veranda that has been covered in. Isn't that right?
Yep.
Excuse the kitchen. We had a family roast last night, and delicious it was. Thank you very much. No, we're now not going to. I was saying that we're going to frost these. Nay's made up. Oh, you had those. Oh no, you were putting a second coat on them, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but she put them up there and it looks really, really good. Not going to frost it, which, because we like the open through, being able to see, as you can see, into the backyard from the kitchen sink. So when I'm washing the dishes, I can look out into my backyard. So yeah, there was a whole lot of mucking around with all the stock, and all this is now down low, whereas before this had, like that big shelf I was pointing out, was right up above here. Yeah, crazy. How's the chimney?
It's still there.
Yeah.
It is still there. Someone hasn't cleaned the bricks that we can use to
No,
start doing the work.
that's it. But yeah, so it's all kind of like everything's just back and all cleaned, but we've still got more cleaning. I've got to fix that side and that side there before we then make our decision on what we're going to do.
Yeah, you want it one way, I want it another, so we have to work out which is going to work best.
Yeah. Because I'm hoping to keep it in its entirety. And you're going, I don't know.
I just think it's unusable. Because if the chimney was facing the right way, it'd be perfect.
Yeah.
But it's not. So, like, to hang things on it or to... I don't know. I don't know.
Fair enough. All right, cool. Thank you. So, come out here. Oh, look at that beautiful black. I've got the pinstripes off. Might be a bit hard for you guys to see that. But yeah, the old Jeep is blacked out. Hopefully that's coming up on the video, I can't tell. So what I did was, there was a concrete pillar that came up to about there, I think it was. So what I've done is I've knocked that down, and we actually think it does look better. And remember the thing that Nay did, that pole, she's going to do the same there, but it's going to be a bit trickier because it doesn't end the same there or down the bottom. So we put that to the side for the moment. So those bricks, I'm going to use those bricks, and if I run, that's all the bricks there. Clean those up, and then I can use those bricks for the chimney. So it's all a bit of a process. So the Jeep, obviously I've got work. Oh, actually, hang on. I think I've got this unlocked. Behind here is, look at that. So Matt couldn't use, they were too big for the for his ute. In actual fact, we'll keep coming. So I bought one of these off him. So I bought it pretty much at the top end of the price. I paid $450 for it, which is a little bit less than what I would have paid getting it brand new. That way I get a discount. He gets a good lot of money to be able to buy the smaller ones, because because he's got such a bargain to buy the smaller ones, you know, he's still going to be bloody, yeah, they're still really expensive. That there, that is my wind deflector. If I grab it, I'm waiting on paint to dry. Might come in here actually, might be a bit better. Turn on some lights. Yeah, it's just plywood. But, oh, what the hell is that? Oh, bird's already bloody shat on it. Good on you. So it's just this is the offcut. So I used that, grabbed that tin there, sat that on there, drew the line, cut them off, so that made them circular. Obviously I measured this to go across the roof rack. I've done a couple of, I reckon just a couple of bolts is what's going to hold it up there. I've put 2 base coats on there, 2 white base coats. This is just an ironstone colour. Once this is dried, I'm then going to spray this, and I've been kind of like sanding it to try and get rid of the grain out of it, so it doesn't look like it's a piece of wood sticking up there. I'll then spray it with the epoxy metal shield in black, most probably satin black, and that's going to be a wind deflector, and I'll show you, to go up on here. So that's going to sit up on there, roughly about, that's what it'll be. It'll obviously be black. Hopefully it works a little bit maybe on saving a tiny minuscule amount of petrol. A lot of people put these up because the bars do a vibration when you're at higher speeds, like highway speeds, and you get the sounds and stuff like that. I don't actually get that off those bars, but yeah, I just thought something to bloody whack it up there. Whatever, I don't know. So what have you broken so far, eh?
Let's see, we broke the door.
Right, we can't open the door.
It's still broken.
Bloody won't open.
Nothing.
Put a whole litre of WD-40 in there, but we'll have a look at it. And apparently one of the spark plug leads off the distributor cap decided to come off, so the Jeep was running on 5 cylinders.
It
a little
still
bit rough.
went. It still went.
We just popped that back on and then it was right to go again. Alright, see you in camp. Rightio guys, time for BB news and shit. First thing I want to do is a big shout out to these new crew members you can see there. Good on you guys, bloody ripper. Righto, here's Rick's signs in his garage. This is Hi Naomi. Rick has hung it in his shed today, picked below with his bikes underneath each sign. Thank you again, Happy New Year. Chantal, bloody ripper, looks good. Righto, so we've got now, I've been talking about that Wheel of Death giveaway thing. I've got all these bits and pieces and whatever. So we're doing the first one. I've got that program worked out, the crew. So if you're a crew member, a crewman, a crew guy, and you haven't got the email one that I do every month, granted this month I was 2 weeks late, but it was Christmas and New Year's, all right, so give me a break. In that newsletter is the link to the giveaway. Otherwise, just go to the crew site, log in, and go to the freebies and giveaways thing. You'll see the thing there, how to go in the chance for getting this. It works on the whole tokens, depending on what level you are. And I think it will be, what do you call it? We'll be doing the Wheel of Death next Man Cave Tuesday. I think the entries close on the Friday or the Saturday or the Sunday or something. I don't know. It's all written down there. I can't remember. I should really look on there and have a look, but it doesn't matter. Right, so there's that. So hopefully, yeah, that'll all go really smoothly. The way that that works is that that random weighted generated thing is going to pop out eight people, and then, so you won't, I can show that happening, but you're not going to know whether I'm being a dodgy bastard, and I've done that quite a few times until the random, I mean, it's trying to do over 250 people, so I don't think I could really, it would take me too long to bloody try and, yeah, it just wouldn't happen. But anyway, and then those 8 people will go on the 8 things on the wheel, and then you'll be able to see us spin that wheel and all live and whatever. You know what I mean. All right, cool. Right, so the next thing, crewmen already know in the update letter saying about the rides for this year. Hopefully in a couple of weeks I'll have all those rides organised. I'm planning on doing, keeping them all in Victoria, except for one, which is Hell Gates. Well, I won't go into that one. For the reason that once we start going into the colder weather, I can guarantee you that COVID's going to start spreading, and then I can guarantee you again all the politicians of each of the states are going to start closing down borders, and then if I have plans to do anything outside of Victoria, it's not going to bloody happen. So I waste all my time organising and working out all the shit and putting stuff up on websites and all that kind of stuff. A lot of work goes into these rides and just all the behind the scenes stuff. So I don't want to do that and then have it all cancelled, hence what happened last year. So all the rides are going to be planned within Victoria, with one exception, Hellgates. Right, okay, time to check out what the crewmen have been doing out and about. Righto, first one we got here from Cookie. This is Kindy Bridge. After growing up on both ends of the best stretch of the Oxley Highway, I finally got to ride it. Other than the time I may have ridden part of it on a dirt bike as a teenager. I thought it was fun in a car, but on a bike it is just awesome. Look at that. That's a nice looking bloody bridge. Oh yeah, there's the plaque. There's on the bridge. Yeah, that's cool as. Bloody ripper. Righto, we've got Russell, Cache, Maintenance and Touring. Took a ride to Conago, New South Wales from home in Murchison, Victoria to do some cache maintenance on one of my caches. That's geocaching for use playing at home. And maintenance is he has his own that he puts out for other people to find. And he has to go out there, do a bit of maintenance to the cache, or put a new pencil or a bit of paper that people write on, blah, blah, blah. And decided to find some other caches and get my 500th cache find and test my new Barrett's racks and soft panniers. The wind was bloody a nightmare, getting up to 80 kilometres I found out that night. On one left hand sweeper I was leaning to the right, it was that windy. Yeah, wow. Legend lives on. Conago, there it is, look at that. I'm not going to read everything guys because it's just going to take too long. So the next thing is Troy's new DR650 first ride. So this is Marty. There's Marty's bloody doing this. See those? I stole these idea from Marty. Got to give Marty, make sure I give Marty the credit. I stole them. What do we got? My son Troy picked up his this Ripper fully loaded DR650 2012 model. He lists all the stuff there. If anybody wants to pause, there it is there. There he is. Marty Ripper. Cool bananas. Good on you, Marty. Day ride in the top end. And this is Ben. Took a day ride out to Gunpoint, about an hour or so northish of Darwin, and popped into Shoal Reserve on the way. Shoal Reserve. Is that Shoal? Is that where who does it? The Philippines or Asian people, another country, does military exercises. I think in that Shoal, is it Shoal Bay? I think they use our area to do military testing and stuff with boats and whatever, I suppose. I don't know. I do digress. Sorry, Ben. Yeah, look at that. And the top end, for those that don't know, Darwin, that's the very top in the middle of Australia. Hot, wet, moist, sticky place to be. And lots of friggin' crocodiles. Right, and cane toads too. There, look at that. That's awesome. Man. Ride for days on the beach. Cruising up and down Gunpoint Beach. Got some practice my donuts and tight turn manoeuvres. Pissed off a few campers too, I think. Whoops, look at that. DR650 down. That's all right, it's in the sand, it's soft. DR's taking a breather. Oh yeah, looks like some cool little bloody upsy-dupsies and whoopsie-doozers. Shoal Bay Coastal Reserve. Yeah, bloody ripper. Good on ya. Righto, Lerderderg State Park, out of lockdown. Look at that. That's a pretty bloody good photo there, Daffy. Yeah, it's all about the angles, isn't it? Oh, look at that. Definitely that's a bit of a poser. Sorry guys, late upload, but better late than never. First ride after being locked up here in Melbourne. Best mate and I went exploring in Lerderderg State Park. There it is there. Oh, look at that. Taking the Instagram shot of something getting cooked. Ripper. There they are. Good on ya. Righto, last ride for 2020. This is Bob. Just a day ride in the Macedon Ranges area. Coffee stop. Look at that. Got the thermos. Brilliant. There he is. How good is life? 2021, here we come. Good on you, Bob. Righto, this is Gravel Badger, Tony, looking for the source of the Yarra. Wow, you can actually do that? All right, a few days ago, looking for the source of the Yarra River in Tarongo. Didn't find the source in the end, but had a lot of fun doing it. Holy dooly, that looks like a lot of fun. Hey, look at that for some views. Bloody nice. Rough surface. There he is. Good old Tony, the Gravel Badger. Good on you, Tony. Righto, the last one we got here is Geelong to Flinders Ranges. That's Flinders Ranges. What do we got? Beza always takes good shots. Look at that. Razorback Lookout. So that's obviously the Flinders Ranges. That is an iconic road, and that shot, I think you'll most probably have another shot after that. There it is there. That's the iconic shot that we see in advertisements and all that kind of stuff. I've actually done that road with Ken when we did The Simpson. That's, yeah, it's an awesome place there. Oh, so what have we got? We took a trip out to Flinders Ranges over Christmas time. Phone cameras just don't do this place justice. Yeah, absolutely. Even, you know, video cameras, all that kind of stuff, it never does. Lots of ruins to explore along the way. There's one there. The inside of this old school church has seen better days. I can't imagine what sitting in a class would have been. Yeah, in summertime, man, it would have been so bloody hot. Yeah, look at that. I love that country. Lots of red dirt and mountains. Brilliant. More ruins. Oh, here's the coffee shop. The coffee shot. Wilpenna Pound Resort. That's in the middle of the Flinders Ranges. Oh, what's that? It looks like you've did what Rick did to his seat, the Helinox seat. Looks like it's tipped over in the fire and you've burnt it. Red wine was drunk choice. Oh shit, it was 30 to 39 degrees Celsius and we had no ice. That's it. So we set up camp at Wilpenna Pound, home base. Would definitely recommend it. Brilliant. Good on ya. Righto, that's it guys. That is B&B Off-Road. There's a plug for them. Bloody good company. Brilliant. That's BB News and shit done and dusted. See you back out in the man cave. There you go guys. That's Man Cave Tuesday done and dusted for another week. Hope you all enjoyed it. Remember, keep on riding, and if you ain't riding, keep on keeping on.